Hey, what's to YouTube fam? It's your girl TK, and I'm in my car vlogging, darling. And I just got done doing a video on Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter, and I was telling you guys that Miss Beyonce, well, homegirl is attached to a state of emergency in Texas, dealing with fire and safety. If you haven't had a chance to watch that video, I'm going to ask that you, of course, watch this video first. Then go and watch that video of Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter, as she is a part of this Renaissance World Tour, and she is facing an emergency. Now, I want you guys to also note something. Miss Tina Knowles Lawson is also attached to a state of an emergency. Are you aware of that? Yes, Miss Beyonce's mama is also attached to an emergency. Now, if you guys think I'm lying, I want you guys to go back just a tad bit. As a matter of fact, you can actually go back to my content page because I did videos on it, okay? So that's how serious I am. Now, I want you to think about the time where Miss Beyonce was out here telling her followers that somebody was trying to break into her home. Do y'all remember that conversation that Miss Beyonce had? Well, if you don't know it or you don't remember it, friend, it's time for you to remember, okay? And when they were breaking into her home, one of the things that they were attaching themselves to, was her mailbox. Friend, her mailbox, y'all. But do you know that it's a federal offense to go by someone's mail, attach yourself to someone's mail, or even try to attempt to open mail? That is a federal offense, and you are about to do serious time for touching the mail. And you know I like to call myself Miss Open Sword and Stamp. So you know I know that mail shit. That mail can be serious business. It ain't none of motherfucking play with. You better believe me, okay? You better believe me. So my question to you right now is, are you aware that Miss Beyonce Knowles' mother, Miss Tina Knowles Lawson, is attached to a state of an emergency, which I've already asked? Also, are you aware that Miss Tina Knowles Lawson has been thoroughly involved in this Renaissance World Tour? I mean, you can see her literally going from town to town, state to state, city to city with Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter. She is out here, and she is definitely, at 70 years old? That girl looks good at 70. And she is definitely involved in Miss Beyonce Knowles' Renaissance World Tour. And if you guys don't know, Renaissance by definition means, a rebirth. And we're seeing how Miss Beyonce saying she's coming back alive as this reigning queen from the United States to the United Kingdom. She's telling her followers, people who's watching this Renaissance tour, to bow down when she comes to your town. Okay? This is what Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter has been stating as of recent. It's been a thriller. An absolute thriller. And with that being noted, talking about thrillers, because the month of October is almost here, and that is Halloween month, I'm going to be asking, are you prepared to be dressing like Miss Beyonce? Because she has been giving out so many fashionable cues while she is on this Renaissance tour. She is definitely working the runway. This is what Miss Beyonce is doing. Miss Tina Knowles Lawson is doing. They're attaching themselves to royalty. Not only royalty, but a thriller that is attached to royalty. And a state of emergency. I don't know if y'all realize it, but going back to Miss Tina Knowles Lawson, someone didn't just throw rocks at her mailbox and try to break into her home. Police were called. Absolutely. They were called to her home. They had to check. There was police and helicopters surrounding the neighborhood looking for, this assailant who was trying to break into Miss Tina Knowles' mailbox in her house. I think they even tried to go through a lock. Yes. So there's a lot of state of emergency tied around even Miss Tina Knowles Lawson. So dispatcher, state your emergency. Are you aware that Miss Tina Knowles Lawson is attached? And Miss Tina is attached to a thriller. Anyhow, I'm hoping this video came out correctly because y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm driving right now and I'm trying to drive as well as do my content because I have not been doing videos like I'm supposed to, because I've been trying to do my strength training just to get myself back in shape. You know, I know that it was time to work out, so I started. I ain't gonna lie, I did. And it's really been a process, but you know, one day at a time. And that's all I can say. Anyhow, guys, I'm not going to make this video very long. I've done many videos on Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter as well as Miss Tina Knowles Lawson, as I stated. So check out my content page as well as my community tab. On there, I'm talking laws, rules, regulations, policies, and procedures, things that you may be interested in, because I'm talking celebrities as well as politicians, okay? Now, again, I want you guys to note that I do have an Instagram channel outside of YouTube. I'm not really on there like I should be, but if you are ever wanting to email me or text me or say something, hey, friend, you can. It's TKKNOWLES01. But I'm more sociable on YouTube, excuse me. Peace, love, and happiness, guys. Bye. 911. Dispatcher, state your emergency.